Well, we have another situation where somebody's backtracking. VLAD TV is the #1 source of hip-hop information, and rapper Lord Jamar started off in the group Brand Nubian. It all started when Lord Jamar went on VLAD TV's podcast and mentioned that Eminem was a guest in hip-hop.
Just like in Eminem, we had a lot of people talking about, is Eminem a guest in the house of hip-hop? You motherfucking right he is. Just because he sold the most records and all of that, like, I with Eminem, you know, as a lyricist and all of that, but it's like we are in America, okay, where the majority of the people are white. Now, the majority of the people in the world are not white. But here in America, they're white.
This interview made Lord Jamar a topic of discussion, and Eminem responded on his diss track, Fall.
In bars, Lord Jamar, you better leave me the hell alone, or I'll show you and Elvis clone. Walk up in this house you own.
Also getting critiqued by rappers like Royce the 5'9", but it also gained Vlad some traction by getting him over 1 million views. Since then, Vlad has taken down the original interview and put up a flashback clip. This allowed Vlad to bring Lord Jamar back on his platform on a weekly basis. Now in 2020, Vlad TV faced some scrutiny from the black community and the Nation of Islam. Now in the interview with D.L. Hewley, Vlad addressed the Minister Farrakhan's speech on July 4th. Minister Farrakhan made a speech about the Jewish community and said that we should pick up the stone of truth and hit them with it. Vlad cleared this up but mentioned that Minister Farrakhan should be canceled for his anti-Semitic beliefs. Many rappers were told to cancel Vlad and not to go on his podcast from this point on. Comedian Godfrey and also Lord Jamar were advocates for this belief. Lord Jamar and Godfrey went on to create their own podcast, which was called The Godcast at first. Along with Rod Digger, they would talk about topics that were basically influential to the black community. Lord Jamar contacted VLAD TV and asked him to apologize publicly, but Vlad said no. When Vlad reneged to say he was going to apologize, Lord Jamar and Godfrey agreed to not go on his platform ever again.
Let's explain these people why we both left VLAD TV. Listen, we've never done that. We've never done that.
Okay.
We've never done that. No, that's...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Because people go, Vlad, what happened with Vlad? What happened to Vlad? And we can explain.
All right, well,
our
see,
situation
some
with
people,
Vlad.
you know, I mean, I feel like for me, it was, if you really boil it down, is because he was not a good friend.
Right. Right.
See, everybody wants to talk about the Farrakhan, right? They act like, oh, Farrakhan, he lied.
That was just part of it. That was just part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. But really, he tried to pose himself to me and to Godfrey as friends.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And it was one way.
And it was a one-way relationship. Like this nigga would love to brag about that he got and all of that.
Yeah, he did that
But
a
he's
lot.
not really
You're still a
trying to
cornball.
give you any opportunity.
You're still a cornball.
And it's these it's black girls giving him that confidence
his
too.
opportunity. Oh, well, that's a whole other.
Yeah.
But he thinks his opportunity is just allowing you to be on his show.
Right.
He thinks that's some great.
You never did.
And he'll go like this
in your life.
He'll go like this. You know what? Hey, show me. I'm gonna be Vlad. I'm gonna go off camera.
Hey,
Wait, hold on. Ready? Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm
yeah.
Vlad.
So, what's up, VLAD?
So let's talk about I mean, you were in hip hop. You're in hip hop, right?
Yeah,
You're in
yeah.
You're in hip hop for a long time. Brand Nubians. I mean, you were killing it. So what do you think about today's rappers? Because let me tell you something. I DJ'd for a long time. I DJ'd for a really long time. Really long time, and
Really?
you know,
We never heard you.
But I did like mixtape.
Nah, but like, so when he did the whole with Farrakhan and all that,
Yes.
he put us in a position where it was like, yo, bro, like, Because I feel like I was in a position where I was used to saving this guy from himself a lot of times. When he might be on the
veering
wrong,
off or
yeah,
going
when
off
he
the
might
cliff.
be on the wrong position, I'll be like, yo, Vlad, that's not a good look. You need to do this. And he would do it.
As a friend.
He would do it.
Yeah.
Like, as a friend.
Right,
Like I
yes.
would try to get,
Right.
I would try to counsel him.
Yes.
You see, and he would take the counsel.
Yes.
Right? So, and there was times where I gave him counsel where it got him out of super jams. Okay? Super jams.
Right.
Super
I got you.
jams.
I got you.
Right?
I got you.
So, where he was ready to offer other people money for their services, and I'm like, I'm the one that gave you the fucking advice, bro. You're not
Yeah,
offering
yeah.
me
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
But anyway, so when it got with this whole with the Farrakhan, it was like, yo, now people is like, yo, your man Vlad, and you be going on his shit, and you know, and it's like, yo, bro, yo, this is coming at me now, like, you know what I mean?
Like you was
Like
the
this
problem.
this is a backlashing on me. Your stance on this is backlashing on me.
Did they give you
I
a
mean,
call?
people that were doing that.
No.
People
the
just
public.
in general.
Yeah.
So now it's time. It's past the point of even asking anymore.
Right.
I said, bro, you need to apologize.
Period.
If you don't apologize, we not fucking with you no more.
And he still stood
And
on
he
10
said,
toes.
he said, well, I'm not going to be
Bullied.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to be bullied into.
Yeah. Oh, he did that. Their black
I'm not gonna be
aggression.
bullied into apologizing.
See,
You know.
the black aggression wasn't working for him because he
Right.
usually have aggression when brothers are telling on each other. You know,
He loves that.
He likes that when we're being foolish, but you know when
Now
he's
when we
wrong.
standing on black business is a problem.
But things took a change when Lord Jamar went on Godfrey's podcast and a flat earth discussion was talked about.
So Dave, so who's okay? Who's gonna go first? Tell us, Dave, why you are against what he believes. How about that?
Yeah, Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax in human history. Jamar just watched some videos by Eric Dubé, who just spews a bunch of bullshit, memorized what he says, and repeats it and pretends to be intelligent. Instead, everything you say is so insanely stupid and can be disproven with, like, middle school level physics.
Really?
So, yeah, we can go ahead and you can
Let's
rattle off your
do it.
debate talking points.
Do you have a
I'll tell you how
working
you're
model of a ball that has water sticking to the outside of it? Can you show me a
wrong. Okay,
working model
wet
of
a
that?
tennis ball.
But, yes, wet.
It has
And
nothing to
that,
do
but
with
no.
anything.
That's
What
not
do you
water
even-
sticking to
what
a
does that
ball.
even mean?
That's saturation of water on the
Okay,
ball.
so-
This caused some conflict between Godfrey and Lord Jamar. So Lord Jamar went back on Vlad TV's podcast and faced the scrutiny of the community again. Lord Jamar then responded to the critics and said he don't care, his backyard is big and whoever donated, all your money went to his backyard.
Peace, Grand Rising. On this Wisdom Cipher Day, all being born to wisdom. I hope you had a great Juneteenth, as did I. I'm reporting live from my backyard right now. So recently, I went on Vlad TV, and some people were very happy about that. Some people were disappointed. I'm hearing that people made videos, you know, showing their discontent and all of that. You know, all I can say is my obligation is to civilize the uncivilized, okay? My job is not to preach to the choir. And many times you need to go where the uncivilized people are at. Now, originally, this whole Vlad boycott started because he didn't apologize to Minister Farrakhan. Well, fast forward 5 years later, he's apologized. I know what I said about Mr. Godfrey. And yeah, I guess that looked bad. Me saying that about him and then changing my mind. But guess what? As a grown man, I have the right to change my mind. Once more information comes into play about certain things that I'm not going to get into the full specifics of, but I have more clarity on the situation as a whole. And that's the decision I decided to do when looking at the big picture. So anyone who's a true supporter of me, who actually subscribes to my channel, who actually, donates regularly and gives super chats, if I disappointed you, pardon me, I love you, and pardon me. Anybody else, y'all are just white noise, okay? But love to all of y'all. Yeah, listen, mission was accomplished. We wanted Vlad to apologize, and he apologized, okay? So that being said, you know, we did the boycott on Vlad. Y'all didn't support it. You know what I mean? People were still going up to Vlad. People were still watching his videos. You know, the man got 6.1 million subscribers on YouTube. I have 174,000. I need to go where my message will be proliferated to the masses. I need to be the voice of reason in unreasonable times, and that's what I've chosen to do. So if I disappointed you, pardon self. But at the end of the day, and I just want to say, anybody that made videos about me trying to, thinking that they were tearing me down to try to build themselves up. Listen, I didn't even give you all the time of day. I've not seen your video, so you didn't touch me, okay? I'm here, this is my backyard, and you're mad. Why don't you make a video from your backyard telling me about how you're mad at me, okay? But listen, I love all y'all. I appreciate the support. There is not a sellout bone in my body. Sellouts are paid to shut their mouths and not talk that shit. And I'm gonna always talk that shit. I'm gonna always speak the truth as I see it. You might not see it that way, but trust me, I'm gonna always speak the truth as I see it, okay? And that's what it is. Peace and love.
Since then, you had people in Lord Jamar's comments calling him a sellout. That ain't really his backyard. He had a hotel. But let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Lord Jamar went out bad? Leave your comments below.